Hey guys, Meteorologist Chris Tomer here with this morning mountain weather update. My first stop, Aspen Snowmass, working on 6 inches of new snow in the last 24 hours. You can still see it is snowing. We will add some light additional accumulations up there at Aspen Snowmass today. Here's Vail. They're reporting 6 inches of new snow, and it is still snowing there with some light additional accumulations today. Here's Loveland Ski Area, high up on the Continental Divide, 12.7. You can see a little bit of sun trying to break through. Not as much accumulation here, but we could still add a couple more inches of accumulation during the day up at Loveland, A Basin, Winter Park, Keystone, and also Eldora. All right, I want to show you my bullet points. Here's what is coming in the forecast. So light snow today for Colorado and also New Mexico and parts of southern Wyoming as well. And there may be a little bit of wraparound effect behind the storm system. I'll show you that coming in across the eastern parts of Colorado in the forecast in a second. So what else? Well, in the Pacific Northwest and BC, you've got heavy snow coming with a strong jet and a rich flow, 1225, 1226. I'll show you those. And I think the heaviest snow is going to be above about 5,000 to 6,000 feet of elevation. So you're thinking Baker and higher Cascades, higher volcanoes, Rainier up to Whistler, Blackcomb. And then California, you get some light snow late 1227 and then light to moderate snow 1229, 1230. The Northeast, you've got a large storm coming 1227, 1228, but it's going to be rain, unfortunately. It may change to some light snow accumulation 1229, maybe very light lingering snow 1230 and 1231. So we'll cover all that in this forecast update. I want to take you back and show you water vapor satellite imagery. So again, on this, your oranges and reds are your drier air aloft, your moistures and your whites and your blues. Big storm right here directing that rich flow into the BC area and down into the Pacific Northwest. Big storm behind it. That one will help to bring a little more widespread precip a little further south along the coast through California. So we've got a couple of storms lined up, but the trend that I'm noticing is they're going to hit the west coast and then they don't survive the trip into the interior. They kind of dry up. Here's the forecast radar and satellite situation by this afternoon. Low begins to weaken. The snow will begin to diminish in Colorado a little bit. Here's Christmas morning. Low moves away. Rich flow into the Pacific Northwest and BC. Now watch what happens on the cyclonic backside of that low, which is moving so slowly through the heartland. Some light snow will start to curl back, wrap around back into eastern Colorado, so the clouds may increase on Christmas afternoon. And then look at that, a couple of light snow showers on Tuesday morning across eastern Colorado. Still seeing snow up into BC. Here we are, 1226, 415. All right, next storm system hits the west coast from BC all the way down to California, but this one just delivers light snow to Tahoe. And then watch what happens. Into 1220, it just disintegrates, so it doesn't survive the trip into the interior. All right, next area of low pressure hits the west coast, 1229, 1230. This one should have a little more juice. Light to moderate accumulations of snow for Tahoe down to Mammoth and up to Shasta. You know, a couple of days ago, it looked like this would be much more impressive for Tahoe, but right now, I had to downgrade that just a little bit. All right, let's talk about the jet pattern here. So this is 12:30 late in the day. You can see the trough moving into the west coast there, the dip in the jet. Again, the issue, though, is these things are just not surviving the trip into the interior Rockies. This is way down the road on the 2nd of the new year. Pretty active Pacific jet bringing the next storm system into the west coast. We're just hoping that these things start to survive that trip into the interior. Otherwise, it's going to be very dry. Here is that changing forecast for New Year's Eve. I've showed you this the last couple of days, and it looked much more impressive, but today it's much drier. Just slim pickings, unfortunately, on New Year's Eve. Not much surviving the trip. All right, snowfall in a few different phases here. So today through Christmas, some light additional snow in Colorado, 1 to 4 inches up high and across the eastern plains. The big stuff, though, is up in BC and parts of Washington State. Second period, a little bit of wraparound snow kind of curls back over the eastern plains of Colorado. Otherwise, maybe Shasta gets a little bit out of this, maybe several inches. Otherwise, you got to go up to BC and Washington State. And unfortunately, not a lot of this is going to survive the trip through interior BC. I don't have much of anything for the Banff area. One more stop, 12:30 into the 2nd of the new year. Very light snow accumulations here. Just not a lot of precip surviving the trip into the interior. All right, here's the Northeast. Rain on 27, 28. Light snow 29, 30, and 31. So a little bit of snow there through the Northeast. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in here, and have a wonderful Christmas, and I'll talk with you later.